to the Speak Freely podcast. Sitting here in the park, reflecting like I always do. Whenever I have the time, when I'm not at work, just like to reflect and, just put things into perspective, man. Got my journal here. This is a different journal from the one that I previously owned. I wrote all through there, so that thing is filled, man, with just my insight and my philosophies and just my day-to-day things like that. So this is fairly new. I got this from a bookstore here in Cincinnati. I bought it for about maybe $10, something like that, probably about a good month or two ago. And I was just writing in it, reflecting and what I was reflecting on and writing about and just thinking about all together was forgiving myself. That's something that I struggled with a lot years prior to now. Just not forgiving myself for the mistakes that I've made. And, just how I used to move when I was younger, man. Especially in my 20s. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't always right, man. I wasn't always trying to do the right thing, man. I've wronged people and I've done things, and I wasn't the man that I wanted to be. I wasn't the father that I wanted to be. Wasn't the son that I wanted to be, the brother that I wanted to be, just everything in between that I wanted to be. I wasn't that. And I've since, righted my wrongs and just sought to be a better human being overall. But in that road to, forgiving myself, man, because we can forgive others and it's nothing, but it's hard for us to forgive ourselves, man. And I think that's where those destructive behavioral patterns come in at. You know what I mean? Like, when we don't forgive ourselves, man, we tend to beat ourselves up. We tend to think that we deserve to be in a bad predicament. We walk around with guilt and shame. And, you know what I'm saying? We just beat ourselves up. And I think we need to have more compassion towards ourselves, man. And have more understanding. Just knowing that we are a work in progress and we aren't perfect, man. Like, we have to make peace with what has happened. And I wrote some things down, man, if y'all don't mind me sharing. Just a few things when it comes to forgiving yourself. And some key points that I wrote down when it comes to forgiving yourself. Forgiving yourself is accepting what has happened and showing compassion to yourself. Letting go of mistakes that were made in the past. Not letting guilt and shame keep you from moving forward and allowing good to happen in your life. Allowing yourself to be loved and healed from trauma. Being kind to yourself and speaking life into your own spirit. Not condemning yourself to internal conflict. Those are some things that I wrote down, man, just on this road to forgiving myself. And for forgiving myself and for you to forgive yourself, it may be a day-to-day thing, man. It may be something that you may just have to continue to do for yourself and remind yourself that, you know what, I'm going to let it go and I'm going to let it be. I'm not going to beat myself up over past mistakes. I'm not going to crucify myself and walk around with guilt and shame and live in misery, man. Like, to really free myself, man. You know, because a lot of times it's us, man. I believe why that old saying goes as follows: you are your own biggest enemy. You are your own biggest critic. You are your own biggest everything, man. A lot of that stuff is self-inflicted because we just can't let go, you know. And for some of us, it's like a comfort zone, and that comfort zone is just no longer a place that I want to live in. I choose life and I choose to forgive myself, man, and to just let it be, man, and continue to walk down the path of being just and doing right, which is not an easy thing to do, man, to overcome yourself and to overcome your own nature, you know, because it's in our nature to sometimes do things the wrong way and to think we have it all figured out, and that makes us do things the wrong way. And we hurt people, man, and we do wrong by people, man. We don't treat people fairly. We live in ego. But I think we can change that if we can just learn to forgive ourselves, man. Because not forgiving yourself, again, like I said, you walk around feeling like you deserve bad things in life. And that's what makes it hard for some people to cope, because then they start to turn to other forms of, you know, just producing that feel-good feeling, that euphoric feeling of dopamine, that dopamine rush, man. That's why some people smoke weed, drink alcohol, smoke cigarettes, watch porn, and you know, just indulge in all these crazy sexual activities, man. Have a big sexual appetite, because all that stuff is just a feeling of dopamine, man. That feel good feeling, because we don't feel good on the inside. We've been beating ourselves up. So I think one of the elements to freeing ourselves, man, is to forgive yourself and let it go. Move on, man. Like, to truly move on with your life. And just understand what that means. It means to let it go, let it be. It happened. It is what it is. To keep moving forward, upward and forward. Like, that's the only thing you really can do. So forgive yourself, set yourself free, because you need it. That's one of the elements to freedom in this life, man. It's to learn how to let things go. It's to be detached from that stuff, man. It's to find peace, that internal peace, man, because we all struggle with internal conflict. So let it be. Move on past it. And just speaking for myself, that's something that I strive for every day, man. That's my day to day. I just want to leave y'all with that, man. Forgive yourself and find that internal peace. Until next time, peace.